Hey. 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 I got summer fever. Hey. Listen to me. This instrument right here, probably one of my favorite instruments in the whole world. Strike probably. This instrument right here, one of my favorite instruments in the whole world. Hey. 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 Got this beautiful Gretsch clipper, 1960. My 19th birthday, man. Hey. Talk about this. Hey. Right? Oh. It was such a wonderful instrument to have growing up. It's still a wonderful instrument to have now. Right? So, what am I talking about? Because I already did an episode about this guitar already. Back in my earlier days. And this is our 203rd episode, man. We're coming into the summertime. This is going to be a summer of plenty. Summer of plenty. After this month, I plan on going back into, like, you know what I mean, doing 2 episodes a month for July and August, right? Back at my old schedule, you know what I mean? Hey. Just because I want to give you a summer of plenty, right? Now, going back to this, man, I want to talk about my friends in China. I want to talk about my friends in Indonesia. I want to talk about my friends in Japan. What does that have in common with Gretsch? Well, Gretsch is now owned by Fender. And Fender pretty much manufactures Gretsch exclusively outside the United States. The high-end stuff's made in Japan. The swag is made in China. And like the semi-swag is made in Indonesia. Oh, Indonesia, right? Now, for many years, I resisted getting into the, you know what I mean, import, you know what I mean, low-end trade shit from Gretsch. Because it all said Electromatic all over it. Like Electromatic right across the headstock, Electromatic across the body. You had to get a tattoo Electromatic in your eye just to own one of these for like $200, man. I resisted it because they look like beautiful instruments. Hey. Now, they came out with a secondary part of this whole shenanigan, man. Instead of writing Electromatic all over the place and pretty much having like all the Gretsch appointments, now there's a thing called streamlined versions. It's probably been around for a couple years, as streamliners, right? Which look pretty much like the instrument in question, you know what I'm saying? But as opposed to like being like totally like, you know what I mean, a Chet Atkins 6120, you know what I'm saying? It's got some other weird name, and it doesn't have like Gretsch pickups on it. It's got like humbucker size, like this instrument, man, same size, phony PAF kind of size, but they kind of look like Gretsch pickups because of the way they're styled. But the cheesy, you know, surrounds around the pickup, and the way the pick guard is like not attached. See how the Gretsch classic pickups abut the pick guard, they touch it, they get into it. The new streamliners, like, they go around it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Gibson style, which is not very cool. However, it doesn't say Electromatic all over the place, man. It doesn't say. So I want to show you something. I want to show you back in time, man. Now, before there was the internet, there were these things called books. You believe that, man? And they, like, you know what I mean? There's whole bunches of them. They're all different kinds. And before there was Wikipedia and, you know, Jedi List Guitar, there was this book right here, man. This is like a Bible to young Bobby G, man. This is from 1997. This is the 3rd edition Blue Book of Guitars, and it's got 150,000 pages in it. And it's got every single guitar, like, at that point, I was known to man, you know what I mean? Before collected knowledge came around, man. And you see on the cover here, you see this? You see that? Now, I have a guitar shaped like that. I always was looking at that, man. I was like, oh. That's pretty interesting. And in the back of this, there's like all kinds of colored pictures too, man. They're in color. We like that, man. Because it's pretty cool, man. I'll show you this. You'd appreciate it. Because I remember this, man. I remember this from back in the day. Although I'm not going to be able to find it now because I'm talking to you guys. In an embarrassing moment in my time. I should have used a bookmark. But alas, I didn't. You see this right here? This is like George Harrison had an instrument like this. You see that? And it was a Chet Atkins double cutaway. Now I would look at these instruments and I'd look at this one right here, man. And I'd be like, hey man, that'd be so cool one day to own one of them. You know what I'm saying? And I saw Brian Setzer dance around like, hey, my little stray cat strut, whatever he does. You know what I'm saying? Didn't impress me. You know what I mean? Didn't impress me. You know what I mean? So I kind of was 2 points away from the orange Gretsch. And then I almost knocked over another guitar and I'm trying to fix it. Right? And then I saw this Carl Perkins special from probably 1986. Has Ringo on it. Ringo's this is pre-sobriety Ringo, so he's drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's got Clapton. It's got like all kinds of luminaries. Dave Edmunds, I believe, if you call him a luminary for being a rock pile, right? Dave Edmunds is in there, man. And out walks, I want to say, give a warm welcome to my friend, George Harrison. And you see George Harrison in like a white suit. Looks like this. Hello, Carl. Hello. Well, they took some honey from a tree, dressed up the cold in me. And I was like, wow, here he is, man. Beatle George, man. What was he playing? He was playing one of them orange jobbers. But it didn't have a big G up here, man. And it didn't look all corny. And it had the same inlays as his duo jet that looked like an upside down Sesame Street sign kind of thing, man. I was like, wow, man. That's an interesting looking guitar, George. I fell in love with it. Right? And so, not too long ago, right, I saw one happen to be on the internet, guitarcenter.com. Ooh. Ooh, it was used. It was only like $350, something like that. I was like, guitar, man. Streamliner too. You know, it was orange. It looked beautiful, and it had the weird pickups, but it had the ugly. It has ugly knobs too. All the Streamliner stuff, all the hardware is crap. But I mean, the instrument itself doesn't say Streamliner. If you were like, you know what I mean, have enough patience, you could turn this trash into treasure pretty easily. You know what I mean? And I was, now complicating this. Christmas time, it's past Christmas, right? My wife gave me some gift cards. I think one of the gift cards I might have actually used on the Dan Electro episode. That might have been for my birthday. But anyway, one of my gift cards she gave me was Guitar Center. It was a very generous gift card. But you know what happened? I lost it. What? I lost the gift card. I lost it. And it was a very generous gift card, too, and I was bugging out about that. So, what could have happened to it? What could have happened to it, you know? Yeah, you know? Oh, valuable Guitar Center gift card. So I have a guitar on GuitarCenter.com, and I have a gift card somewhere that could really ease my burden and make things great for old Guitkit. And now this, we're talking like 6 months ago. We're talking a long time ago. I had a gift card, right? I finally one night I went to my wife. I was like, man, you know what happened? Like, you know, Christmas night I had a pile of stuff, you know, by the couch, and it was like, you know, like my gifts and stuff, and there was some, you know. She's like, why you ask? And I was like, well, I don't know. I was, you know, missing Christmas. I like to go take a look at it, wherever it is. And it's like, you know, look at the bag and everything. She's like, it's upstairs in the attic. with your gift card. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I left it there for like 4 or 5 days, and like my wife went to like take the tree down, like after New Year's Eve and everything, it was still, that gift card was still in the bag. You know what I mean? I didn't take care of my stuff, so she put it up in the attic. That's what happened. You know, it was my fault. But I went up to the attic. I went through all the boxes there. It was beautiful. I went downstairs with them. I went to the guitarcenter.com, .net.org, and I was like, order. And now we're pretty much up to date. I ain't got nothing else to say, because if I did, this fucking thing would be over here, and the orange guitar would be right here. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Gretsch. Don't be jealous. Right? I'm only doing this because I always wanted to wet my whistle with one of them Asian Gretsches, man. I always wanted to. They look so wonderful. And I played a couple of them here and there, and they are pretty wonderful. And this is going to give us an opportunity to be together and to do something that we love together. So stay tuned for the Summer of Plenty. This month, only one episode. Next month, God willing, 2 episodes. August, God willing, 2 episodes. Right now, I'm going to flip you back around right now. All right. So here it is, man. Came from Guitar Center in like 2 days. Believe that? 2 days. I mean, that's better than like a seller on like eBay, man. It's incredibly good. Looks like it's okay. We got the packing list attached. We don't need to look at that. We know what's inside here. We're going to do it from down here at the bottom. So I'm figuring that's where the bottom is. Huh? Patience, people. Patience. It's all about patience. So there's a big box. It's kind of heavy and hefty. Ooh, we got bubble wrap. I love that, man. Jeez, Christmas tree. It's like a grand project getting this fucking thing out. I don't want to drop it on the floor. Ugh. Look at that. More bubble wrap. We're getting there, man. This is the thing that Lee Harvey Oswald was carrying into work. Morning of November 22nd. There's some cutting rods. I'm just bringing in some cutting rods. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice and spicy meatball. Look at that fucking beautiful thing. Look at this. Oh, let's get all this shit out of here and look at it a little better on. A little better off. And there she lies uncluttered. Look at that. Forget all about Chet Atkins and, you know, Gene Vincent. Let's talk about fucking gorgeous orange, man. Natural orange, you know, beautiful orange. Aren't you glad you've experienced this with me? Right? Now, I was looking at this thing through the, you know, ads and stuff before I purchased it on, you know what I mean, the Guitar Center link. And I thought that I had chrome pickups. They're actually gold pickups. There's a lot of areas where the gold is sort of worn off this instrument, even though there's no real play wear. These were gold at one point. This looks like it wore off a little bit. They're looking kind of silvery, right? And oddly enough, these screws look like they're totally chrome, but they're really, you take them out, they look like they're brass. Really weird how it's gotten all silvered looking. Which would be par for the course with Gretsch, because they always did like, you know, in half and half bullshit. This is kind of half and half. It's got like a chrome bracket couple more pennies, they could have gotten the gold shit. You know what I'm saying? That's okay, man. We're okay with this beautiful 2020 Streamliner. Sorry, I shook the table, man. Oh, don't get all shaky with me, man. So I'm going to restore, you know what I mean, the goodness of this guitar. These have to go. These terrible generic speed knobs have to go. Make me sick thinking about it. He has an aftermarket. This is not original. This is the only thing that's been altered in the guitar. It's chrome, though, so I have to replace that with a real gold one. He's got these terrible strap buttons, which really come from that Brian Setzer thing where he played one of these fucking guitars, and he thinks he's that great with his little strut shit, you know what I'm saying? Little fucking cats banging a garbage can and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was like Tom and Jerry were doing that like 50 years before him, man. He has these kind of on his, you know what I'm saying? I want to get the Gretsch ones with the barrel and shit. Just like their knob, man. I love that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love, love, love. This is like Harrison's Duo Jet, these inlays. And Harrison himself, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Digs on that. We're missing the truss rod cover. The tuners, they have these wonderful Grover looking buttons, but they're cheesebird things. I want to get real Grovers and put them on there. But oddly, I want to switch out the tuner buttons for the Imperial. You know what I'm saying? Like Harrison had on the Country Gents, man. Oh, man. Speaking of old George Harrison, I wasn't really happy about this at first. And it's gonna take. I was thinking of putting, you know, some kind of Gretsch looking mount on there. You know, you pick up humbucker ring, because these B-buckers, right, broad buckers, BT 2S's, whatever they call them, they're the size of a standard Gibson. You know what I'm saying? PAF. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the Gretsch size, a thin line kind of thing. So we can't put any Gretsch rings on there without modifications. It's a pain in the ass. And it wouldn't look good with this pick guard. We'd have to get a new pick guard. Then you're getting like a money pit. I mean, we could buy 2 TV Jones Filtertrons and, you know, a new pick guard. And that's another $150 we're talking about right there. Or we could buy cheap ones from AliExpress and the pick guard probably like another $50. You know, we get away with $100. You know what I mean? After shipping and shit. So I said about George Harrison, you know, keep trying to interject myself about this. His Duo Jet had the same exact pattern. And the reason I kind of got this guitar, really, look at the back. Look how wonderful the back looks, too. Hardly no real wear, you know what I'm saying? It was that there was some kind of show, I believe with Carl Perkins, where George Harrison busted out a beautiful 5120. Which this has the exact same sort of measurements, you know, 16-inch bottom about there. It's only, this is, I think, 2.5 inches as opposed to 2.75. He walked down on stage with a gorgeous Chet Atkins 5120. It was like half gold, half silver, you know what I mean, hardware. It's had one of these Bigsby's with the black in the middle, which is kind of rare. Most of, you know what I mean, the Gretsches have those Bigsby's that have just, you know what I mean, one color, man. And I really dug it when I saw it. I was like, wow, man, Harrison has a unique one. And the thing that was unique about it is it had this Duo Jet, you know what I mean, pattern on the fretboard. You know, I've only seen that with the Harrison one. I'll show you some pictures after we're done looking at this, man. But that's pretty much it, man. We're going to replace this, use all gold hardware. You know, we're going to keep this, even though it's unfortunate. I don't really like it. Maybe we'll put some new, you know what I'm saying, gold screws in there just to spruce it up. Give us some nice looks about the place. So let's go over to the Learning Laboratory real quick, man. He's got to go, man, as soon as humanly possible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Making me ill. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with Harrison. You know, I don't like to copy the Beatles all the time. Sometimes I like to have something like that. If they were hanging out over here, they're like, wow, I'd like to try that out. That looks pretty nice. Let me put it into your amplifier. You know what I'm saying? Just in case Harrison's ghost came by one night. And I was showing Weird Al Yankovic and Billy Joel, man. Could have happened, man. See you in the Learning Lab. And now we're in the Learning Laboratory. So welcome and welcome back. This is what made me fall in love with the idea of one of these orange 6120 type Gretsches, man. George Harrison strolls out on stage in the late 80s in the Carl Perkins tribute concert. We got Clapton there. We got all kinds of luminaries there, man. With this beautiful 6120 Chet Atkins 57 model. You know what I'm saying? Looks like it had all gold hardware, just like ours that faded to silver for the most part, man. Right? And we had Clapton there. We had all kinds of luminaries, man. This Beatle George that really everybody was like, oh, that's the one I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Here's a close-up, you know what I mean, up of his beautiful guitar. See, there's no G. Not any, you know what I mean, G. We got the black back Bigsby. Looks like we had gold and sort of faded away. We got the Sesame Street sign inlays in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a Sesame Street sign. You know what I'm saying? If you're not from America, man, you have to figure that shit out for yourself, man. We think about the 6120 model. Of course, we think about luminaries such as Gene Vincent. Here he is, Gene Vincent, the great man himself, playing an early incarnation. Had the block inlays. These block inlays had like little cowboy motif, like cactuses and fucking cowboy hats and shit. Of course, the great Eddie Cochran, man, 20 Flight Rock, man. He also had that same shit. He loved this instrument. He had some modifications. He had a clear pick guard, which I believe Gretsch, you know, did for him. And he also had the plastic P90, man. See that, man? Isn't that crazy? One D-arm, one P90. All gold hardware. You know what I'm saying? Great Eddie Cochran, man. Here's a 54 model, unadulterated, mint condition, all gold hardware, still intact. You know what I'm saying? You see it looks beautiful, looks gorgeous, looks great. If we zoom in there, we can see a little bit some of that Western motif shit, you know what I mean? D-arm pickups. Beautiful gold fucking strap button. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Gorgeous instrument. With the case and everything in the back. The first year we had this little black inlay here, and that changed to like tan the next year. Here is 56 model. Again, we have the gold hardware starting to fade away to silver. It's got the G, of course. It's got the black Bigsby. It's got this point. The Sesame Street signs make their appearance. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful instrument. Beautiful, beautiful instrument. We got the little cream inlay here. Right? It's just a beautiful thing, man. And ours kind of looks just like this. You know what I'm saying? Body shape wise. Here's the 57. Equal and exact in every way to George Harrison's. Right? It's just gorgeous. And ours pretty much has the same exact body shape. Harrison, of course, has the D-arm pickups, just like all the original ones. These had no, you know, pickup rings at all, you know, Gretsch or otherwise. It's just a pickup sort of screwed directly to the body, right? And that's why I'm okay with the pickups that we have. I don't really feel like fishing, you know what I mean? This fucking wiring harness out of the guitar, you know what I'm saying? Reconnecting pickups, crazy, a lot of work. And we have the Gretsch originals in there. Nice backside here, just like ours, you know. This is the Harrison model, man. The Harrison model. Anyway, by the, you know, 58 model, we already had the Gretsch, you know, Filtertron pickups in there, you know, with the Filtertron pickup surrounds, you know, the Gretsch 2-switch action. And it's got those little nub fret markers on there. That was like, you know, I mean, the Gretsch staple of the 1960s. You know what I'm saying? Still rocking those little individual Waverly Bell tuners there. Waverly Bell tuners. Yeah. That was like the late 50s, and then it sort of, you know, kept that kind of look going through the 60s. And George Harrison did have one that was this shaped, of course, the Tennessean model. He got that in like 64, late 64. It was like a little bit, you know, more of a walnut color, of course, and we had the faux F-holes. These are painted on F-holes. They're not even real F-holes, but it's the same body shape. I believe pickup, like, you know what I'm saying, layout. So Harrison is sort of familiar with this shit. And this is the guitar, I believe, that was destroyed And like it fell off of like a truck or tied to the top of a limousine, some shit, man. When they were going a tour of England, I believe they're on their way to Scotland or something like that. I don't know. I think that was the case. So it all circles back, man. Circles back to the facts. So let's, getting into the laboratory. Let's take a look at this instrument. Start popping shit off once we get stuff to replace it in the mail. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the laboratory. Don't be a fool. Don't touch my gabagool. Right. So, this instrument pretty much has been set up by Guitar Center. It's beautiful, it's clean, it doesn't really need too much, like cosmetic stuff, although this is kind of ashier than I like. This is certainly very ashy. I'd like to put a little grease on both of them, but I do know that a lot of these Chinese rosewood fretboards are coated with something that does not allow, it might even be real rosewood, man. It might just be all a trick, man. But I had a Epiphone Casino Husk from China, which is one of my favorite guitars. And I remember trying to, darken the rosewood, and it just was like no oil seeping into it, man. So we'll find out about that in due time. So the biggest operation on this instrument, really, in our little overhaul of the bullshit on it, these tuners, man. These tuners look like, from the front, like we got a set of like Clusons on there, man. Right? For the Grovers. Set of something, right? Fuck it up. But they're not Grovers. They're not Clusons. They're not anything that I even want to talk about, man. They're bullshit, man. They're bullshit fakes with nice little heads on them. And most of the gold is like kind of worn off this instrument, man. It keeps, bugging me out, man. The gold fucking finger strategy, man. However, Grover's all made in China now. And we can access all the Grover, that we want on AliExpress for like, $20, $30, something like that, man. So I got a new set of real Grovers, man. Saying they're the real deal Holyfield Grovers. These aren't like, you know what I mean? Hey, it says Glover on it, you know what I mean? It says glowworm on it, It's like a real Grover, man. But you see this lip here? I gotta make sure that if I take one of these bad boys off, this motherfucker's gonna go in there. Sometimes these are like the wrong size, different size. And I wanted to throw something else into the fucking mix, because that's what I like to do. I don't want these fucking heads on there. What? You don't want Bobby G, but look, man. It look kind of like stock, man. I want a unique shit. I want to do something that's never been done before. Right? You know what I wanted on there? I want those Imperial fucking bad boys, man, with the steps on them. Oh, I love these fucking things, man. I love them. So what we're going to do, or sometimes we say, what we're going to douchebag, is we're going to loosen one of the strings, just one of the strings, man. Just one of the strings, like this guy right here. And then we're going to remove this tuner, and we're going to push one of these guys through his hole. Oh! Right? See if it fits correctly. If it does fit correctly, then we're going to transform all these Grovers into Grover Imperials. Right? The Empire is happy with you and your Gretsch. Because once we take off the strings, then we can polish this shit up right here. You know what I'm saying? We can get this ashy motherfucker all stabilized, man. All roads lead to Rome. This has already been replaced. But it looks like it's a chrome one. And if it wasn't a chrome one, all the gold's falling off of it, man. Got a lot of work to do, man. I want to bring back the gold, man. There's a gold moment, man. The gold standard. So I'll see you. And I'll either report back like, hey, right? Or I'll say, man, it doesn't fit through. This fucking sucks, man. We're going to have to deal with these fucking things, man. Fuck that shit. I'll see you in a moment. Like a fucking glove. And we can use the same bushing washer too. I mean, it fits. It's the same sort of thread. So now what we got to do is we got to replace these with these, which is kind of tedious. So we'll do that first. Then we'll swap them out. I'll see that apparent. We're not restringing it because we got some things to do. Yes, that looks splendidly like I wanted it to. Now, when you get the last of the last strings off, things start like flying off. All the strings are gonna fall off. This thing's gonna flash on, so you can see the shiny gold. And this thing becomes like limp. Spring flies out. You know what I mean? Everything becomes discombobulated, man. So let's take some mineral oil and just smear it in here and coat this guy. That's our first order of business. I want to show you the back, though, of those Grovers, man. We got to be careful, though, with the Bigsby unit because it's going to fuck things up if we don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, people say, oh, those AliExpress Grovers aren't the same as real Grovers. No, they are the same. I've purchased Grovers, you know what I mean, that are real, that are new. I've had, brand new old stock set of Grovers made in the USA. Got all kinds of AliExpress Grovers. They're all the same, man. Sometimes the imports are a little bit better than the actual, than the actual factuals, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the import quality, man. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get this greased up, and I'll see you on that flip side of that moment. All right, so we got the fretboard, and this guy all greased up with mineral Earl. Just put it on with a rag. We didn't actually use steel wool. There might be, I think there might actually be some kind of coating over this rosewood here to sort of keep finger grease out. Just my hunch. But we'll let it set about 30 minutes to half hour. We'll wipe it off. I'll see you right before we wipe. See if anything's absorbed. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, it actually seeped in a little bit, man. More so on the fretboard than on this fucking thing. Isn't that weird? Instead of wild, weird stuff, let's wipe this guy off and move on with our process, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. What the fuck, man? That's great. That's much better. So let's move on up. Look at this. This guy's been sort of silvered out, man. I don't know if this is ever gold at any point. It might have been. That's going to be gold again. I got a new one. Hopefully it's the exact same thing. So let's take this assembly off here. Take a look at it. See if the piece will be sufficient. Right? Because we don't know until we take it off. Take a look at it. Right? See in a moment. So yes, it looks like we are going to be able to use the new guy. He's a little bit more meatier. A little bit more bigger. But the hole's in the same place, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a little thicker. More sturdy. Now, here are the screws we took out. Right from the head of it. They gave us screws. This guy's is too long. But at least we have one of these put in the front. And these are the same size as this is a brand new Gibson gold pickguard screws. Is the exact same thing, man. Exact same thing. So we'll just replace them with new ones. All right, get it all golded out, man. And I'll see you at that moment. See how the gold is gone, man. The gold is gone. See you in a moment. There we go, man. Well on our way in our re-goldifying task, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all that gold came off. It's not a very old instrument. A big ass screw will come in handy somewhere along the line, right? Nice gold screw. So let's talk about some other screws, man. Look at this, man. These are the same deal as those, these screws here. They're totally down to the steel, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Bought these screws off of AliExpress. I thought they were cool. They're flatheads. I figured if you have a PAF style, pickup, you might as well have some PAF style, screws for a Gibson. But, you know what I'm saying? I thought about it again. I was like, I don't really like them because they have some kind of weird. If you look real closely, man, into the head. Look at the head, man. It's got like some kind of like initial on it. Some like, trade thing. And I bought these two, which are standard gold ones. I realized that I had, you know, a whole set in the drawer that are nicer looking than the ones, you know what I mean? These look a little bit too big, you know what I mean? And these were from the Gibson Explorer we did a couple months ago. Got those gold pickups. So we're just going to swap them out with that. We wasted a good $10 or whatever the fuck this was, man. Wasted money, man. Only $3 or $4, but still, man. It's the pernt, man. See you when we're all re-golded, man. I pronounce you Mr. Gold. Right? Mr. Copper. Not Mr. Silver. There we go, man. That's nice and golded out again, man. You know what I'm saying? I turn the flash off and you're like even more impressed. Watch. Oh, yeah. Right? The gold is just so bold when the flash is off. All be told. So we're getting better all the time, right? See that, man? Bizarre, man. Yeah, that's what happens when you keep a fine guitar in the back of a meth lab for 3 years. Right? Well, I mean, in the back of a place for 3 years. So look at this, man. It's very un-Gretsch-like. Un-Gretsch-like, right? It's almost un-American to see that shit. Wait, this is not an American guitar. So we got these. I believe they're real Gretsch-like parts. Right? I've bought these before for other things. And I remember these being black. So, I think they might be. Cost me like $8.99 plus tax. Right? Probably some shipping. Don't remember. I'll see when they've been installed. Right? How can you install me and then ignore me? There they are, man. It's fucking murder putting those motherfuckers on. And these little tiny screw underneath this thing that you're supposed to screw it in, and the screw's so small it always drips out. And these are designed so you can take them off, so you can stick them in the strap button. It's fucking dog shit. They look great though, but they are fucking a dog shit innovation, man. They just look good. They look like the correct knobs, man. So talking about the knobs, man, let's not delay anymore. I can't stand those fucking horrible looking knobs. These would have come in handy back when we were doing our Dan Electro trick out the other month, man. Right? But alas, Yorick got a nice little, you know what I mean, easy action. Let's pull these guys off and put the beautiful ones on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're getting very near the end. Look at that, man. I always have Gretsch turned all the way down, pointing this way when I put it on the guitar, because you want it all the way up to be pointing straight to you. That's the way I think it's supposed to be. If I'm wrong, then you know what I mean? Fucking I'm wrong, you know? Can't always be right. Talk about this guy before, man. He bothers me. Getting my side of vision there, Noriega. Don't like it. Don't want to do it. Right, let's put that golden on there, man. Let's get rid of this bum. Right? There we go, man. That guy we just knocked off was silver through and through. There was no mistake in it. So, another parts drawer beauty, right? This guy's dry by now of all the fucking shits and giggles we've been giggling and shitting. Let's put a little bit of that guy on here and on here, right? On this wood, William. Why? Well, William, when you're older, I'll tell you. Right now, I don't want you to become a womanizer like me. I want you to do well in school. Right? That's what he says to him. Right? Right. See, after we've been waxed in our surfboards, I can't wait for June. Here we are in June. Yeah, we're really looking nice now, folks. Really looking back in the game, you know what I'm saying? No longer are we sidelined with bullshit. We got the instrument, the action was good. You know what I mean? It's been set up real nice by our friends at Guitar Center. They can do some things, right? So the Japanese are getting like the Chinese, you know what I mean? My company makes something for you. I make something for me, right? These are real Gretsch truss rod covers. Most high-end Gretsch stuff is usually made in Japan. It's hard to find like a knockoff Gretsch, you know what I mean, cavity cover. This is was like $1 cheaper, but it to me looks like the actual real product. Made in Japan too. My factory only makes for Gretsch, not for anyone else. Wink, wink. let's put that guy on, right? I'll see you in that moment. You also want at this point, anytime you take the strings off, to wipe this down with a nice cloth. Nice soft cloth. Make it nice and clean for the people. Looks great, man. I use those same Home Depot brass screws I got for the truss rod cover of that Explorer thing we did way back when. Number 3/8. I got like 4 packs of them for free. Mistake, man. Home Depot's poor service, man. So let's put those same old strings back on that it came with. They look to be pretty much new strings. Newer strings. Let's see the place we call the Glamour Shots. In 1. In 2. Look at that thing. Look at that Gretsch, bro. The big boys have white binding around these F-holes. I mean, George's famous one that's shaped like this, I think that's painted on F-holes. So. No big whip, man. Look at this thing now. It's really a great instrument. Now, I've kept all the hardware separate. I bet you there was a sticker back here originally. Made in Indonesia. I'm glad somebody took it off. Because then I wouldn't have the conundrum to think about, oh, should I take it off? Should I leave it and leave it? You know what I mean? It looks so much better without it. I'm going to keep all the parts in case it's a real dog and I want to just sell it. Or in case maybe one day this particular instrument is like sought after in original state. So I can just restate it. You know what I'm saying? I can put all the bullshit back on it that it came with. Look at that, it's mint condition. Right? That's it, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Let's listen to it. Is it groovy? Yes. Is it golden again? Yes. Is it a Gretsch? Look at that gold shining, man. Shining, sparkling gold, seat to seat, man. I want to let you hear it, man. Right? And I'm going to say to you, look after yourself. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. Yeah, here's the Gretsch 4120 Streamliner, man. Are you in the stream? Are you lined up? I'm loving these Oriental copies, I should say. Production models. Beautiful instruments, man. That's the neck pickup. Right, the bridge pickup, man. It's a wonderful instrument now. It definitely could use better strings, I'm saying. Now that I've played a little bit, maybe a little heavier gauge strings, maybe. Like they're like 9s on it. This would be cool with 10s, maybe 11s. Let's put it right in the middle. pretty tired, I must say. A lot of work in. You George Harrison, you Carl Perkins. Well, it took some up from a tree, dressed it up and called it me. Everybody trying to be my baby. Everybody trying to be my baby. Everybody trying to be my baby now. One last night, 4:30, 50 women knocking on my door. Everybody's trying to be my baby. Everybody trying to be my baby. Everybody trying to be my baby now. Hey man, peace be with you. Happy June, man. Can you believe that? This year's cruising by. We're halfway done the year. Enjoy your summertime. Be safe. I'll see you the next time.